We actually see it in 5 phases. So the first phase is community listening. And for us, that takes the form initially, if we don't have relationships in a community, it'll take the form of simply walking and praying and asking God to guide us to the persons of peace. The second stage of the process is community gathering, and that's where you'll start to hear threads in a community. You'll start to meet 2 or 3 people that say, you know, I really wish it was safer for the kids here. I really wish we didn't have so many abandoned buildings. You know, I really wish this. And you'll start to hear the heart. And we gather people around heart. And so when we start to hear people who share the same passion, we'll say, you know, let's get together and we'll have what we call a facilitated conversation, just a conversation about that. So what would it look like if all the kids in our neighborhood had equal access to quality education? What would that look like? And then people start to dream, well, you know, I think our elementary is really pretty strict. You know where we're really falling down? Yeah, it's that middle school. Oh, yeah. Well, don't forget. And you'll start to hear this energy, and it'll start to take shape. And then once people kind of get excited about what could be, then we form kind of these action teams, and this is still in that building phase where we say, okay, what if we worked on one thing? What is one thing we could work on? And like the team you're going to meet today is the village team, and that team really cared about young people. And we said, well, it's not the education, it's that they don't have any adult support. There's no other adults who care about what they care about and are walking alongside them. And so we started gathering people who cared about mentorship and mentoring young people. And so all of that became a community action team. And then it becomes a regular gathering, and then people really start to gel around a similar idea, and then we twin them with a church. So that's our process. So community listening, community building, and then partnership development with other people who care about what they care about, and then we do leadership development with an adult leader from the neighborhood, and we say, you know, is this something you would take on? We're here to support what the neighbors care about. Would you take this on? And then lastly, it's that sustainable structuring, and that's what you were kind of hearing in my conversation with Patrice about, okay, board of directors, decision making, all of that stuff, that's at the end. That's at the very, very, very end. If you start with that, you will scare the neighbors. They will run. If we had told Patrice 3 years ago, you're going to be directing a nonprofit, she would have thought we were crazy.